Well, welcome back to my bee shed. Today is time for another weekly check on the hive. This morning I had to put some more feed on because they had completely drained it. And when I measured it this time, this is not a 4-cup container, it's 6 cups, so it's a 1.5 quarts. Well, let me move the camera in close and we'll do a check. I've got my smoker going, I've got my tools ready. So let's inspect the hive. So you may have noticed that all I'm wearing is my gloves. These bees have been so gentle so far, I think that's all I'm going to need. Who knows, I may get stung. So I'm going to move the feed off. And I'm going to take off the inside cover. The bees are covering most of the same area, so I'm going to really carefully pull out this frame. This frame doesn't have anything in it yet. This one doesn't have any foundation or any wax yet. This frame has no wax on the foundation yet. This one has some comb that's not built right. Can you see that? That comb, I think I'm going to have to clean that off and get them to rebuild that section. So we'll come back to that here in a little bit. You can see that the rest of that comb is full of what appears to be either nectar or sugar syrup. Oh, I've got capped brood. Look at that. Either that or I've got capped honey. I don't know how to tell the difference. But since I can see that there are eggs or larvae in the ones next to it, there's larvae in jelly. Oh, that's exciting. So I'm excited about that, but I think I'm going to have to fix that comb. I'm not happy about that. They are not building on the foundation. Oh, I wasn't looking for the queen. Let me pull that back out and really quickly look for the queen. So I'm looking for the queen. This side has more capped brood, all surrounded by pollen and honey. More capped brood. That's the capped brood. I am not seeing the queen. Okay. This frame has a lot of capped brood, a little burr comb on the bottom, and I don't see a queen. This one, a lot more capped brood. But I don't see a queen. Just moving real slow as I push these frames back together to make room for me to pull out the next one. Oh, this one's heavy. So I've got more burr comb to clean up on this one, and there's the queen right in the middle in the upper half. There is some capped brood, lots of larvae, pollen, and syrup. Now I've got more burr comb, lots of pollen. And the pollen is a couple different colors. Pollen and nectar or syrup. I wish I knew how to tell the difference. Just a tiny bit of comb growing on this one. So, I wonder if I can clean up that comb without getting stung. Let's see. So I'm going to pull this up. And we can see the comb that is the wrong type. I'm just going to take it and set it out here. Just trying to go real slow here as I tear this comb up. This is working better up here to leave it on the edge and let them crawl back down in. This one has a little bit of the bad comb here in this bottom corner. So I'm just going to tear it off and leave it there on the top and make sure I tear off enough that they grow it, they put it back correctly. Give the girls a minute to move out of the way. I can see that they're kind of in the way as I push the frames back together. This one only has a tiny bit of burr comb down here on the bottom. That wasn't a good thing. My finger slipped and I dropped some bees. I'm just going to be real still. My camera seems to think that 12 minutes is the longest you can record a video. So, every now and then I have to restart it. Come in here. Clean up this. I don't know if burr comb is the right term for when it's not correct. When it's not built, not drawn out correctly. So I think I'm going to take this comb and I'm going to set it outside and let them pull in the, rob it out, for lack of a better phrase. And then I will, so let me grab one of my spare frames. This is a frame from a honey super. I am going to take this comb and set it on here. And then I will set this outside the entrance. Hopefully none of these bees will have trouble finding their way back in. So I'm going to put the top back on, and then I'm going to put the feeder back in place. So I'm not on the tripod. So that's the entrance to the beehive. And this is the fence where I've set that burr comb so that they can clean it out and save the resources that they have. And I recently set the can of sugar syrup that came with the package there, so maybe they'll figure out that that's there while they're at it. Well, please hit subscribe. That clues other people to come watch it. Helps my channel grow, helps me get more feedback, and come back next Thursday for another tour of the hide.